We're getting a double dose of Titans videos today. Welcome into Titans Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. Voice is still a little hoarse, but getting better as the day goes on. And we got two breaking news for Tennessee. This morning it was Will Levis having season-ending surgery, and then just a little over about an hour and a half ago, Tom Pelissero tweeted this out, and Femi Oladejo has finally put the pen to paper and signed his rookie contract. You can see right here on your screen a 4-year, $8.415 million contract with the first 3 years guaranteed and a 2.76 signing bonus. It was a good deal for Femi. And my initial thoughts, thank goodness. And wow, 3 out of the 4 years were guaranteed. I was not truly expecting that he was going to get that much money. And when on Friday, we saw all the dominoes just knocking down. I mean, it started with Alfred Collins and the 49ers. He signed the contract as the 29th or the third player to sign his contract, and then they just kept on falling and falling and falling. And I was expecting on Friday to Femi Oladejo to sign that contract, and then it never came. Well, then Saturday it came around. He didn't sign. And then Sunday came around. He didn't sign. And Titans training camp starts literally tomorrow. And I got really, really, really scared that he was going to hold out because it looked like a true possibility. All of Titans reporters were like, hey, is he going to sign already? But whew, he did it. And I'm so happy that he did. It's a deserved contract. He is a great player, and I think he's going to be I think he might start. We'll talk about that later in the video. But before we break it all down, what is your one-word reaction to Femi Oladejo signing? I asked you a one-word reaction to Will Levis having surgery this morning. We're getting news over and over and over. It's a big day for the Titans and Titans fans. So what's your one-word reaction to Femi Oladejo signing? Go in the comments right now and let me know. For me, a deep breath. Relieved. Because this Titans edge room, it's not the best, but I'm more relieved than anything that just he is not holding out. And officially, all of your draft picks have signed, all 9 of them. So you have nothing to worry about on to football. And when I really got concerned was on July 18th, when this was second-round pick Elijah Arroyo, and he was 2 picks before Femi. That's when I thought, oh, he's going to sign right away because it's 2 picks right there. And 8.813 with $6.8 million guaranteed, and he didn't sign. So when he was not signed by today, I was concerned. I was very, very concerned if this deal was going to get done, but it does, and we don't have to worry about anything. We will see Femi Oladejo on the practice field. Not tomorrow. They report tomorrow. July 22nd is when all players report. But July 23rd, that's when they'll put the pads on. It'll be open to the public, and we'll have you covered, completely covered, with my day one takeaways. We'll have winners and losers. We'll have players that stuck out at training camp, all of it covered, so make sure you subscribe to Titans Today. I did not think he was going to get as much money as he wanted. I kind of expected that he might have been looking for a fully guaranteed contract, but 75% guaranteed is a good number for him, especially as a 52nd pick. There's only 64. And the one thing that I look at Femi is you can see his first 3 seasons when he was in college. You're like, he wasn't getting a lot of sacks. And then in 2024, when he was with UCLA, 57 tackles, 14 for loss, 4.5 sacks, 33 pressures, and 2 pass breakups. Well, that's because this was his first year playing the edge position. He was a middle linebacker before moving to edge, and clearly it's benefited him as being a second-round pick. But with being a pick 52, but also you have no idea. This is kind of a project. The Titans are hoping that they develop Femi into being a top edge rusher because he hasn't been playing the edge for a long time. So do you really think that I didn't think that he was going to get a lot of guaranteed money because you don't know what he's going to bring as only playing that position for a year. But, I mean, he is a behemoth, a human specimen, to say the least. Like, this is a picture I found on Twitter. And I mean, look at just his traps, biceps, like, and he's quick. He is fast as hell. And he's been impressing a lot of the coaches, a lot of the scouts. I mean, that's why they drafted him. But when you saw him in OTAs and you saw him in minicamp, it was like, wow. Like, this is going to be a project, and if it works out for the Titans, they might get somebody who could be a top 10 edge rusher going into this league for years to come. And, well, I think he's going to start at some point this season. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it could happen. But I talked about it. Training camp starts tomorrow. We're excited for it, and if you're excited, like I'm excited, and you want coverage, if you want every single day, when the Titans make a move, we make a video. When we have breaking news, we make a video. So make sure you subscribe. We're also super close, and I mean extremely close to 11,000. So go ahead, hit that sub button. The new era in Tennessee is here. All your draft picks are signed. Femi Oladejo signed. Cam Ward is signed. And those guys are going to be here for a long time. So it's a new era, and we're excited for it. We're going to break all that down, including more. But first, I got to tell you about these Titans hoodies. One of these, this is just one of that you can get. This one right here, $30, but you can get all of the Titans hoodies that are on sale. I saw one with a Bud Light logo on it that was on sale. If you want to walk around Broadway wearing that, I'm sure definitely people would look at you and be like, yeah, that is a dope hoodie. So get yours today, chatsports.com/Titans hoodie. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. If you want to support the show, if you want to support the Titans, get your hoodie today. Again, chatsports.com/Titans hoodie. I think that he could easily work his way into being a star. I think he's going to start probably around later this season when okay, are they going to push for maybe a seventh seed in the playoffs? But day one, he could really show out and maybe steal an edge spot from Draymond Jones. Sebastian Joseph Day is going to be your one. But if you look at this edge room, like you have Arden Key, Lorenzo Carter, Draymond Jones, and then Femi Oladejo, like, none of those guys I really feel like are like really sticking out in particular. And if we go into training camp and someone looks better than another person, your job is not secure. Like, they signed Draymond Jones to a 1-year, $10 million contract. And a lot of people are saying it was an overpay. I don't personally think it's an overpay because $10 million for 1 year, it's like a low risk, high reward, because he was good when he was in Denver. He was not that great when he was in Seattle, but he was playing his original position when he was in Denver. Now he's moved to the outside. So I don't really know if Draymond Jones is your prototypical edge. It's like it's the opposite of Femi Oladejo, where he was playing on the inside, he moved to outside. Well, it's actually the same, but Draymond Jones, he was a lot better at inside rather than going and becoming an edge rusher. But who knows? If he has a career resurgence, he could easily be the starter. But this is a specific battle, a position battle to look at in training camp. And now that Femi Oladejo has signed his contract, he's going to be there day one. He's going to be suited up for training camp. We're going to see him on the field. And I know that this is going to be an absolute great battle to watch, specifically once we start camp on Wednesday. Pick a starter. Who do you want to see start day one for the Tennessee Titans week 1 against the Denver Broncos? Type FO for Femi Oladejo or type DJ for Draymond Jones. Before we get on out of here, I just get a little more news dump. And this is from Teron Davenport earlier today. Treylon Burks, this is a good sign. He's expected to be good to go after only taking part in individual periods during OTAs and minicamp. Was not placed on the PUP list. Bad news, though. L'Jarius Sneed, after saying this is the healthiest he's been, was placed on the PUP list. Lloyd Cushenberry also placed as he's recovering from a torn Achilles. L'Jarius Sneed I'm really concerned about because he said he was healthy and he hasn't participated in offseason. And a quad was not as serious as Lloyd Cushenberry, but they have until August 26th when you have to cut down that roster all the way to 53. But after that day, if you're still on the PUP list, you're missing 4 games. So hopefully those guys will be healthy before that date where we got to get down all the way to 53. But that's going to do it for today's episode of Titans Today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 11,000 subs, and we got you guys covered for Titans training camp. So I'm your host, Brett Alper, and as always, tighten up.